Yo-ho and hello, all you gamers den faithful. It be I, Jordan, your resident Loremaster and storyteller extraordinaire, picking up where we left off last time with Total War Warhammer 2, the Mortal Empire's campaign of Count Noctilus. And we are going to kick things off here, picking on the remnants of a Bretonnian army that had tried to descend upon Fort Bergbris and seize it from me. Now, remember, if you're new here to the channel, go on down there, hit the subscribe button, and become a regular member here at the Gamers Den and join the crew of the Dread Fleet. Or, if you've already gone on ahead and made yourself an undead monstrosity, then go on down, hit the like button, and share the video far and wide. And also, remember, leave a comment down below to have any of these fabulous rotting undead units renamed to a name of your choice. We'll get that changed up for you, but like I said, it takes a comment. Now, let's go ahead and get things underway and just kick this off by fighting out this battle that, honestly, I could probably just auto-resolve, but let's have some fun and pick on the Bretonnians a little bit. We have lost enough vampire fleet admirals in this region that we really need to begin exacting a grim toll and bloody vengeance amongst the living. And we definitely have the tools for it. I mean, these deck gunners, our pistoliers, the carronades, the mortars, the Mongols alone are probably going to do a significant amount of damage, for us here. So, and looking at this map here, this is just especially mean. We have great firing angles, shooting down at an opponent that has to charge their way up to us. And this is just going to be mean, and I'm going to love every moment of it. Oh, that's right, we've got the Winds of Magic maxed out for us as well. And do we even really need to... Well, let's go ahead and do it anyways.
Save my sword!
Honestly, our ranged attacks are probably going to pick them apart before they even get close enough. Those questing knights. Oh, man.
Move, you dogs! Soon! Lurching!
Oh, lady. That's what I get for... Well, that's gonna go badly for you. honestly, if that's the worst thing that happened, that's the worst thing that they ended up flanking. Ooh, and that last knight is dead. Very, very dead. DED. And the enemy lord, too. Whew. Man. Oh, should have... Well, not really worried about saving that particular replay. Only lost 4 units, one of them being the bloated corpse. Man. Yeah, those deck gunners did some good work there. 23 kills. Armor piercing, anti-large. That's a lot. And honestly, we are going to have to start going in and taking away more from the Bretonnians. I mean, certainly we can. I mean, we've achieved all of our optional secondary objectives. So, overall, I think this is going to go quite nicely. This is just a lot of ranged firepower, though. Not a lot of melee here. Probably going to need some more units to absorb some of those hits. Gonna have to build up the means of recruiting them. Can't just rely on raising undead the whole time. I mean, a little bit of veterancy on these units would be massively helpful considering the level of veterancy these units are coming in with. And even if some of these are not the most stellar units, that veterancy still helps them compete so much better.
Another victory.
We're not going to assimilate. I'll take the extra loot.
Prisoners.
There we go. And now we can accomplish some defeat in detail and concentrating our force. Well, normally we would be concentrating our force, but we have done the kind of damage we want to really unleash ourselves in a couple of different directions now. You know what? Boosting the melee defense of the melee units I do have will be important. Castle Artois would be a good one to take. And this is where they're getting a lot of their field trebuchet. This is a significant amount of money for them too. Question is, would I want to... I think I will just annihilate it.
I must keep my
Bertrand Le Saracen, Knights of the Realm. Pegasus Knights, those are dangerous. Peasant mob.
This isn't the gods' victory. It's mine.
No.
Admiral of the
Looks like we're gonna have to fight this one too, so we don't end up burning our bloated corpses. What's the terrain look like? I mean, we outnumber the... Oh, God. Our mortars are gonna have a field day with this. Okay. This is definitely out of the general order I've been doing for the overall lore and history of the Warhammer world, but every single vampire alive in the Warhammer world can trace its origins back to the Necromancer Nagash and his creations with his various books of necromancy, and from there to ancient Lamia. There's the in Lamia there was royal family of Nehekara. I forget her name right off the top of my head, but she ended up basically just wanting to live forever, and found one of the books of Nagash and found the elixir of life that he had created and penned in there, but her skills were not on par with his, and so in trying to create this, she ended up creating a faulty version of this elixir, and became the first vampire, and became a very powerful kind of undead lieutenant or captain for Nagash to command. And so these first vampires ended up helping him in fighting and subjugating Nehekara, or at least trying to, and also in his fights against the Skaven. The site where he had set up shop and built his fortress was sitting on top of a great deposit of warpstone. And that warpstone is valuable. It's condensed, hardened, crystallized magic. So, the Skaven definitely wanted to have that. So, they went to war with him for it. And, well, for every undead being that they killed, more would rise up in its place, and Nagash would, and they'd kill. They would kill the Skaven in the process, and well, in killing the Skaven, they would create more bodies for them to utilize, and with more bodies to utilize, the vampires were terrifying and very tough, very powerful. I mean, they've all survived all these centuries to this particular point in time. They're obviously incredibly potent creatures. A little bit of friendly fire there. Let's go ahead and stop shooting. Pardon. Let our troops have their fun.
Pirates of the undead! The on you!
Get our regeneration going there, and my goodness, look at these guys. Oh yeah. This Necromancer is toast. Even Count Noctilus, the different von Karsteins, Manfred von Karstein, and what was the other von Karstein's name? But they all are Nehekaran. They all date back to ancient Nehekara, to Lamia. Or at least the hill, or some cases, the hillsides surrounding Lamia. And so all of these vampires are impossibly ancient, which is why they're so powerful. And the only ones who are not, the named vampires anyways, these ones like Estelle Gordy, not so much, might be a couple of centuries, but still, I mean, yeah, goodness. Dry, a little bit of a dry throat going. And no, all these named characters, these are legendary figures. I mean, even the bloodline of the Lamian Sisterhood, is she the one who became the first vampire, is still alive. They're all still alive around, and well, alive, they're active, they are undead still, they are still corporeal, they haven't been disposed of in any permanent manner. Except for the elder von Karstein, but that's a whole nother story there.
Blood and plunder.
Well, there we go. Let's boost some loyalty here. Let's see. Black flag. Let's go and pick on the Bretonnians some more.
Trooping. Fight.
Close victory, huh? Well, let's see about that. What's the terrain looking like out here? Interesting. All right. And the Books of Nagash. The Books of Nagash are the most powerful tomes on necromancy ever penned, and that's why every vampire, every necromancer, every undead creature is always keen to try to acquire one. And there's 8 of them, if I remember right. 8 Books of Nagash. And Nagash started off as a Nehecaran priest. He was he was the youngest son of a Nehecaran noble family, so he was sent off to become a lich priest and learn about preserving the dead kings so that they might be restored to life at some future time when they unlock the secrets for living forever. Which is why, all the undead stuff that started happening. That's the origins of that. And so, Nagash became a powerful priest. Like, he learned their arts, their magics, their mysticisms. And then, at some point, a Drukhari, a dark elf ship, crashed on the shores of Nehecara, and they were captured, and Nagash tortured them for their secrets, and learned their arts of necromancy, learned all of their black fell magics, and put them to his own ends, combined them with his own understanding of the Nehecaran mystic arts. And that's how the more modern form of necromancy was formed. And he became truly powerful. I mean, there wasn't really anybody to counter him. And the followers he gained, the amount of warpstone he ended up being exposed to and utilizing, especially after he made himself into one of the most powerful liches of all time for the Warhammer, the most powerful for the Warhammer world. I mean, he upended a lot, everything for the Nehecarans. Let's see here. Start shooting those Pegasus Knights, please. Oh, why are we going so slow? Alright. Well, I mean, I know you're gonna die here, but we're gonna make sure that you die here.
Save my sword! A curse on you!
Ooh! Whoops! Well, that's what happens when magic is miscast. Dang. How unfortunate. I now have to replace another admiral. Estelle Gordy, you served us well. But at least it's going to be a higher level admiral. Damn. Damn it, Tzeentch. Perils of Tzeentch indeed. Definitely some moments where I could have been paying a little bit better attention. I think she had miscast before as well, and that's why her health just suddenly exploded so low, and I think I did it again, like twice in a row. Supremely bad luck there. That's why you've got to be careful with your magic, kids. Oh, man. I should probably look at doing another series, but I'm just having so much damn fun playing Vampire Coast. See, their ranged units did the most damage there. And those are just peasant bowmen. Dirt cheap, but man, they're effective. And that kind of, again, that veterancy. That veterancy is dangerous. And the next closest thing was their sorceress there. Take the loot.
All bones on deck.
Okay, let's see. Melderer. More vampires. Ooh. Oh, dang it. It's because she was in that position that upped our Lord levels. That's why they're only level 13 instead of 16 like the other one that I recruited. Deep's Death vampires. Robin Holloway.
All bones on deck.
You know what? I am actually going to rename Robin right now. Maybe not. Yeah, I'll think about that one. I think I know what I want to rename him to, but oh yes, Castle Baston. Definitely taking back Karak Ziflin too.
All bones on deck.
But Castle Baston is going to be burned. We are going to reduce this area to ash and force them to rebuild from nothing.
All set. There be treasure. All bones on deck. Move or get the lash.
Okay. Noctilus. Jim the Stasher. Hashtag I crawl with Jim. He's the only one that will not be renamed. That and Count Noctilus and Tim the Slimy. That's just an incredible name. Jim the Stasher.
Fleet captain reporting.
Count Noctilus reigns. Raise anchor. Go, Reaver.
Truly reduced to ash by the Beastmen, no less. Phew.
Win.
Shame, too. I would have loved to turn that into port.
Flotilla.
But we are going to go messing with some orcs.
This journey is not over.
Duel to the death. Captain on deck.
Which way were you going? Ah, right.
Wave treading. Fleet captain, reporting. Astride the way.
This many vampire fleet captains. I mean, this is terrifying. The numbers of them that are just spreading outwards. Steel technology, you failed me again, Aid McMaggot. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, let's raise their damage output. Tim, my boy.
Follow, shipmates.
On deck.
14 turns. You know, let's have you come back down this way. Because we need scouts, and we need somebody to start picking off some of these damnably annoying heroes. Okay, which one do I need? Hero and Lord Recruit rank. Congratulations. There's somebody else that needs to move here. I think it's my other gunnery white. Len the Brine. He's literally just going to be coming back over here to dig again. But you know what? That's fine by me. Roland Von Deal. Wow, Empire's got the Black Pit. And Empire's putting up a decent struggle, but they're gonna need some help. I'd love to help fight the vampire counts, but got too many Bretonnians around me being absolute pests. That's a good bonus. Okay, we are going to take a chunk out of the Bretonnian combat power here next turn. Ooh.
The sight of wrecked ships is nothing new for a seasoned pirate, but this particular one heralds a welcome surprise. Packed to the keel with brand new weapons, armor, and gunpowder, this ship's cargo hold is several times the size of our own. However, some supplies will have to be left behind, Captain. What should we loot from the ship? The core of any army is its frontline troops, as any general worth their salt should surely know. If they break, everyone behind them becomes instantly vulnerable. These supplies will help our dead boys up the front, I reckon. Fodder no more, damn. Plus 10 melee attack and armor. Or fill them with lead, getting the gun light. Ooh. Fill them with lead. 20% range. Yes, please. Okay. Llewellyn's moving in to threaten the fort. And what's he bringing? Ooh. Grail Knights, Royal Pegasus Knights, Grail Guardians, Questing Knights. Oh man. That's, I'm not going to be able to attack Castle Artois.
Artois? Artois. Atatatatatatatwa. So then, back to the fort we go.
The sea brings
And that'll
death.
give them time to pincer us. But we'll just crush them on the walls like we have been.
Deck. En route.
You, though.
Very good. Voyage on.
You are definitely going to be moving in. Tim? Yes. You keep raiding, Tim. I'm surprised these guys haven't declared war on me yet. Finally. Good job, Aid. Boost income. Len, let's keep you moving. Okay. Aranessa Salt Spite. Sartosa. Ooh, Sartosa would be a good grab.
Buccaneer of the dead. Aranessa salts.
We're trading though. As good of a grab as it would be, let's not do that just yet.
Ready to swordfish.
Ooh, that's a lot of depth guard. Sartosa Militia. Very nice.
Kill or be killed.
Luther, what are you doing?
Voyaging.
The Awakening would be a good grab too. Eventually. Eventually. There's a legendary lizard man lord. Lots of hero units. Salamanders, salamander hunting packs. Croxagore.
Fleet captain.
Some heavy hitting units there. Let's see, is everybody moved? Got 2 L knots. That's okay. Collapsed cavern. Okay. By the way, what's our population surplus at? 23. Whew. That is some significant building stuff that we can do. Very nice. Ooh, black buckthorn. Now there's somebody I could go out of my way to kill. That's a pretty significant pirate force. So I mean, these are dwarves. But man, iron breakers, giant slayers, and those aren't slouches. The hammerers, other slayers. Then these longbeards and those iron drakes. They're flamethrowers. They're anti-infantry flamethrowers, and they're armored all to hell. And those thunderers, and then these organ guns. Those organ guns will do a lot of damage. I mean, that's a range of 300. Okay, 380, 450, 330. We could actually outrange that. That's surprising. But still, and that's a terrifying force right there. Might be one that I need to kill, though. Damn near the dominant pirate of the seas. We just need to find Baron von Hesti. Okay. End turn. Ooh. Oh, the exotic goods hauler again. I missed that last time. And Grimgor just declared a war against Tor Yevris. Blah, blah, blah. So let's do that. Assaulting garrisons. Screw you. Ooh, Mad Mulletson. That's a pretty significant force. The biggest problems are these four, aside from him. That's a lot of trouble there.
Count Noctilus reigns.
I don't think it's trouble I'm ready for yet. And as much as I want to pick fights with them, and I was hoping to go pick a fight with Grimgor, but if he's going to be running my way anyhow, then let's go ahead and get back over this way.
Fleet captain reporting. Course plotted.
The Dark Commodore.
On deck, wave treading. Astride the waves.
Getting a pirate cove set up in Sartosa will be good. Len the Brine, leveled up. Specialist you are, buddy. Okay. Elnots.
On my way.
Would have expected Lewin to move in.
All bones on deck.
Smell their dread. Aim for their store. My skills increase.
This feels great. And how much are they pulling in? 1,200. So we would get 600 out of that. And we've got to.
Fleet captain.
At some point we need to put in some fleet stuff that will
Captain on
the
deck.
interior here would be good too. But there's also stuff way up this way.
Course plotted.
So many good things to infest.
weeping.
Good job, Aiden. Okay. Let's see here.
All bones
Well,
on
what
deck.
are we doing? Marienburg just keeps getting more and more valuable as time goes on.
Is it time? Quivering in their boots.
Corsair of the night.
Okay. Well, Mr. Holloway, you are going to assault Castle Baston. Pyrrhic victory. We'd lose a lot of stuff. But this will be a fight we take on next time. And remember, if you're new here to the channel, go on down there, hit that subscribe button, and become a regular member here at the Gamers Den. Or if you've already joined the crew of the Dread Fleet, then go on down to hit the like button, share the video far and wide, and leave a comment to rename any of these fantastic rotting horrors to a name of your choosing. But with all that said, I've been your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire. Thank you all so very much for your time, and you all have yourselves a good night.